Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osterberg501 and today I'm going to go over what I think is the best Rsass build in patch 12.9 of Escape from Tarkov. Now, before we get into the video, 99% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with all my Escape from Tarkov videos. Now, like with all of my builds, there will be a link in the description to the Tarkov Gunsmith website that will show every part for this build, so you can easily go see what parts you need, and it will give updated prices to all these parts on the flea market. I recently went over the lowest recoil build for the Rsass, but I do think with that build, your ergo takes too big of a hit, and I think the weapon is too long to do most close quarters combat. But I think with this build, it is a much more balanced build, and I think this is going to be considered one of, if not the best possible build for the Rsass. So first off, we have the sight. You can use whatever sight you want to use. The only thing you have to consider when choosing the sight is what range you're going to be using the sight as, what sights you like, and how much the sight is going to affect the ergo of the weapon. I personally mostly use the EOTech XP-S30, but that is a more close medium range sight. You could definitely snipe with this weapon, so if you want to snipe with it, get yourself a sniper scope as well. Then we're going to be having a front and a rear sight. Just use whichever one gives you +1 ergo. I use the Magpul Embus Gen 2 front and rear sights. Then we're going to be using the Noveski SWS N6 split handguard. Then we're going to be using the 18-inch barrel, and this is one of the points in the weapon that's a pretty big change from the lowest recoil version, because we want the weapon to be quite a bit shorter, and going with the other barrel makes the gun really long, because you want to be able to get through doorways much quicker. You want to be able to peek corners without having to go out as far because your weapon is so long. Then for the stock, we're using the SI Advanced Receiver Extension Buffer Tube, the anodized red one. Now with any weapons that choose between these two buffer tubes, if you can get the normal advanced tube much cheaper, the one that is not anodized red, go ahead and get that. But if you can get the anodized red one for a decent price, get that, because that will give a +5% increase to accuracy and a +2 increase to muzzle velocity, and all the other stats will be the same. Then on top of that, we're using the Mo Carbine stock, and then on that we have the Magpul rubber butt pad for the Carbine stock. And this is a really good stock combination for still having good recoil on the weapon and a manageable recoil, but also getting a lot more ergo. Then for the pistol grip, we're using the HK Ergo PSG1, which is pretty much the same for any weapon that can be used on. For the mag, you don't really have much options, but the best is the PMag 20 rounder. Then for the grip, we are using the Fortis Shift Tactical Grip. This is one of the highest ergo grips in the game. If you want a little bit more recoil, you can go with the RK1, which will reduce your recoil by a little bit, but it will also reduce your ergo by 7. And I think the Shift Tactical Grip is one of the best grips in the game, especially if you can get a decent recoil with using other parts and keeping the tactical grip. And then we're using the JP Enterprises Gas System 5B. And then for the muzzle brake and silencer, we are using the SIG Taper Lock Muzzle Adapter. Then on that, we have the SIG 2-port brake muzzle brake. And then on that, we have the SIG Sauer SRD QD sound suppressor. And this is going to give you the lowest recoil. Now, you can get decent recoil with going with the Atlantic Blast combination. So there's the 3 pieces you put on for the Atlantic Blast pieces. That will give you some more ergo. It will also increase the recoil of the weapon, and it won't be silenced. Personally, I would much rather go with the silencer with this, get that lower recoil. We change up some other parts like we did with this build to get our ergo back and have a usable ergo. Then we have our tactical device. I'm personally using the D-Ball Tactical Flashlight. You can use whatever tactical device you want, but I always recommend using an IR flashlight. Don't use a laser pointer, and the D-Ball is really nice because you also get a normal flashlight on it if you're in darker parts of a map. So that is the entirety of this Rsass build. I personally think this is going to be considered one of the best Rsass builds in the game, and overall one of the best meta builds in the game once more people start getting access to the Rsasses, because until you can get them from either a barter or just buy them outright from a vendor, they are extremely expensive. They're still like 1.3 million on the flea market. If you're thinking about buying it on the flea market, they're really not worth buying for that much, because then you have to mod everything. They're really not worth that price. So just keep doing quests until you can get one of these from a vendor. And like I said, there will be a link in the description to the Tarkov gunsmith, so you can easily see all of these parts, see updated prices in the flea market, and be able to easily build this weapon. So subscribe if you want to see more Escape from Tarkov videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this Rsass build, and thanks for watching.
Вон! Ну чё, неплохой день, господа? Вон он, блядь! О, пиздарики на воздушном центре. Вон он, сука! Вон он, сука! Сука! Ёбнули на... Вон он, сука! Блядь, ебать его! Вон он, блядь, ебашь его! Опа, да вот! Вон он, упырь! Ты куда пошел?